Swearwolves Horror Podcast, the podcast that discusses all things horror. I'm Brett.
I'm David.
I'm Alan.
And this week I decided to present you guys, you two gentlemen, horror movie experts, with a battle royale of sorts.
Fucking Thunderdome and shit.
Yeah, we're Mad Maxing this bitch. And we're going to do modern, well, semi-modern slashers, horror movie monsters, pitting them against each other. And then we're going to do some old timers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to start out with the old timers, actually, because I only got 8 of those. We're going to do a bracket of 8. So I'm going to present you with 2, and you tell me who wins and who advances.
Okay.
And then we'll keep going down the line. So out of the 8, then we'll become 4, then we'll become 2, then we'll become 1. Okay?
You had me, it will become 1.
We'll become 1. All right. So we'll go classics first. These are the old timers. Gillman versus the Wolfman. Begin the battle.
I would pick the Gillman.
Why?
Because he would just grab the Wolfman and just drown his ass and just swim to the bottom of the Black Lagoon.
But the only thing that can kill the Wolfman is a silver bullet.
Well, that complicates things, doesn't it, Brett? Is that literally the only thing? So he's impervious to drowning?
I don't know. They say the only thing that can kill him is a silver bullet.
Wolves can swim, can't they?
They can't hold their breath forever, though.
Well, no,
New shit has come to light, so I've been presented with new information, and I pride myself as being a person who can adjust his opinion based off of new evidence. Because the Gillman does not possess fingers, he has flippers.
Right.
He would not be able to handle a firearm with much accuracy
He
or
doesn't
skill.
have an opposable thumb.
He does not. So I would change and go Wolfman then, given the new evidence. What say you, Alan?
Is no contest an option?
No.
Or there must be a winner?
There must
be a winner.
This is like old school UFC.
Or somebody just forfeits.
I just see a lot of stalling with the Gillman in the water, and the Wolfman is on the shore. And
Gillman definitely has better, like, if this were like a wrestling match, he'd have better entry music because he'd come in like carrying a woman.
What would his song be?
Maybe Underwater Love by Faith No More. I don't know.
is there a
spitball in here?
Now I need to know, is there a neutral setting?
You mean, are we Mortal Kombating it?
Yeah, what's the stage?
Well, you can't have a neutral setting, right? Because one's on land and one's on sea.
Right.
So what's your neutral setting?
A moat.
Who wins?
Who wins?
Wolfman?
Wolfman tears them apart.
Wolfman.
All right, so
Wolfman wins.
Sorry,
Wolfman
Gilly.
advances.
Oh, that's a crying shame. I like the creature.
Wolfman wins.
Fatality.
No fatality because it was a pretty even match.
they shook hands.
Yeah, this was a close match.
Shook flippers. Pause. All right. Next round.
Round 2.
Begin.
The Phantom from Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
All right.
Versus the Invisible Man.
Oh,
come
Alan,
on.
I'll let you go first on this one. This is an easy one.
Invisible Man wins.
Why?
You can't see him. You can't see the motherfucker.
Yeah, if I were the Invisible Man, I'd just take off all my clothes,
Dodge
get
and move.
buck naked,
Yep.
and then choke you out with my dick hanging out.
And then hump him to death.
You wouldn't even know it, but I'd be completely nude.
Yeah.
And I'd be fully aroused as I choked you out.
He'd know it.
The Phantom would be so
What would
violated.
you choke him with?
Phantom wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, he would.
All right, so
Dude,
the Phantom doesn't really have any powers, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
just ugly.
He just
He
likes.
could play some music
he's-
for him, but that's
He's a sensitive. Yeah, he's like Morrissey. He's just a sensitive musician. But I would say,
celibate.
yeah, exactly. But I think Invisible Man in the original movie has a great line where he says something like, "I'm very strong and I will choke you." And I think he would just, do that. He'd just
And the
choke-
Invisible
just
Man's
choke him out.
insane too.
Oh yeah, and
More
he's
insane than the
he's a
Phantom.
scientist. He's smart. Like
Yeah.
he's got this.
And he's more insane than the Phantom.
Not to get too off track, but what's that movie with Kevin Bacon and he
Hollow Man?
Hollow Man.
Hollow
It's
Man.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And he
except
goes insane too.
You see Kevin Bacon's like silhouette of his invisible dong like 1,000 times in that movie, or maybe just a couple times, and it just haunted me.
You know, you see his dong in that other movie, Wild Things. I know what the answer is going to be to this one, but you got to ask it. Frankenstein's monster versus the Mummy. David, who wins?
Frankenstein's monster, brute strength.
Brute strength over
over toilet paper.
Well, the mummy though was just like
Frankenstein's monster would literally wipe his ass with the mummy.
Literally.
With Emotep, he'd be like, no.
Emotep. What do you think, Alan? Do you agree or disagree?
I'm just trying to think of what the mummy could do to him.
Nothing. Sacrifice him? Frankenstein's monster's just got that strength. All right, next, Dracula versus the Creeper from House of Horrors.
All I know about the Creeper, I know from the Rob Zombie song, the Meet the Creeper.
I was gonna pick Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Should I replace the Creeper with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
It's up to
What do
you.
you think, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
because we all know Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
All right.
So Dracula versus Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde. Now that's 2v1.
Yeah, but I still give the edge to Dracula because I just wait till he's Jekyll and then bite his ass. Well, I bite his neck specifically, drain him of his blood.
Yeah.
Over.
I was just going to say Dracula anyways. Yeah.
Dracula wins.
Dracula.
All right, Dracula advances. All right, Wolfman versus Invisible Man. Begin.
I'm going to stick with the Invisible Man. He's very smart. He would just take off all of his clothes. All of his strategies involve being fully nude, even if it doesn't matter. And he would get a gun, and then the Wolfman would just see a gun come at him, and then he'd just shoot
One
him.
thing that we're missing, too, is that the Wolfman is only powerful one day a month.
Yeah. When the Wolfbane blooms and the moon is full and bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they fighting at
And
a full
surely
moon?
the Invisible Man definitely has access to a calendar.
calendar.
Yeah, he
So
just
he's
wait.
like,
Be like,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
wait
go. I'm
till tomorrow."
gonna get naked and shoot your ass next Wednesday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pencil that in right now.
Gilman doesn't have that ability, so
Yeah.
that's why he lost.
Yeah.
Stupid Gill Man with his flippers. Idiot.
Well, if the Wolfman gets a hold of him, then he's done.
So who wins?
I'm going to say Wolfman.
Oh, debate.
All right.
Throw down.
All right. So let's dig into this. So if he has to get his hands on him,
How does he see him?
How do you get your hands on someone who's invisible?
Well, that's what I was wondering.
I want to be. Let me be clear. He's completely nude.
He's
As
completely
he
nude.
prefers.
No
He's
bandages,
very
no
naked.
sunglasses, no hat,
Yep.
Okay, but
no jacket.
No glow in the dark condoms or anything like that. He's completely naked.
What movie was that with the glow in the dark condoms?
I don't know. It's just like
The comedy that glows in the dark. That's
like a glow stick floating around the room.
but he
Yeah.
well in that
He
case
wears it to read in the dark.
he has such a huge advantage. Like,
the Invisible Man.
yeah, he's gonna make it all the way to the finals.
Well, if he beats
might.
the
I don't
Wolfman,
know.
he does make it to the finals.
Of the old school bracket.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is old school. He can't compete with.
No. Claude
Modern.
Rains, though, who played him, is a very short man, or was. He's dead, but he was like 5'3" or something. He was.
What was Lon Chaney Jr.?
Lon
Chaney?
He looked bigger. Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah, he was the Wolfman. He was a little bigger. At least
He's
he
thick.
he looks kind of husky.
Yeah, he shopped in the Husky section.
The
of Farm and
Husky
Fleet.
They call it the Husky section.
Yeah,
Which kind of fits with the werewolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
They named it after him.
Hmm.
He's like a dog.
I'm not a
He's
werewolf.
husky.
I'm a husky.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna stand pat on the Invisible Man on this one.
Who gives
Yeah.
in? Do you give in?
Well, what we'll do is we'll go to the judge. You be the judge if we're at an impasse.
I gotta wait for Alan. To
Where
say.
are they battling?
dude?
You seem very, very
Yeah,
very concerned about the setting.
They're on the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
All right. So, yeah, I guess he can. Yeah,
they're in the park, like the parking lot of a roller rink.
Yeah,
There you go.
in 1987,
And there's only thing around is like a car.
and there's a girl
There's a-
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, and there's a bike chain.
All right. I guess I gotta say Invisible Man.
All right, Invisible Man moves on.
It's such a huge advantage.
Invisibility is pretty
All right,
sweet.
this is the matchup we've all been waiting for: Frankenstein's monster versus Dracula. Go.
Dracula wins. He outsmarts him. He can change form.
Good point. Brute strength means nothing to Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula's just smarter. Dracula wins.
Even though Frankenstein's monster can just get a hold of him and snap his neck. 2 seconds.
And if
Pop
I-
his head off.
He won't
And
let
if
it
I remember
happen.
correctly, are we talking movie specifically? Because in the book, isn't Frankenstein's monster intelligent?
I never read the book.
I think it depends on.
It's been a long
I
time.
don't read,
And Mary
David.
Shelley's Frankenstein, the movie, Robert De Niro plays him pretty smart.
Yeah.
Does he? That movie sucked.
You suck. that movie's just okay. It's not very good.
You just were looking
It's
for an
kind of a
excuse
shitty
to tell
movie.
me I suck.
Yeah, pretty much. There's advantages because the Frankenstein's monster's got the strength. He could just throw him in a vat of holy water
Well, but who's going to bless the water? I mean, he threw that little girl in the water.
Where's the holy water? Yeah.
He needs a priest to come over and
bless that little pond and then toss his ass in there.
I kind of agree with Alan on this.
That'd be
Dracula's smarter. He's a prince.
He'll find a way.
He's royalty.
He's royalty. Well, could mean he's inbred, which means he's not smart. Oh, what is this? What do you do?
He's got that.
Oh, that's lovely.
So how would he kill him? What would be?
Here's the question.
How would
Bela Lugosi versus Boris Karloff?
Oh my God.
Lugosi wins. Fuck you,
Karloff? Sidekick?
No contest.
Fuck you! Karloff doesn't deserve to smell my shit.
Yeah.
Ed Wood, have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
David sent me that GIF.
Georgiana.
I did send that to you. Oh yeah, Brett said this is back when
I said you want to know spoilers for Halloween.
I sent him the Lugosi. Fuck you.
All Dracula has to do is set him on fire. That's it.
Yeah,
that's true.
I've been playing hard to get on this one, but I think I'm with you. I'd say Dracula.
All right. So Invisible Man
Mm-hmm.
v Dracula. Final round. Winner takes all. Strongest old timer classic movie monster. Who wins? Alan?
Dracula wins.
Why?
Because the Invisible Man, he can't fight him. If he is trying to attack him, Dracula can just turn into a bat and avoid him.
It's funny you say that, because here's my train of thought, and I agree. I think I'm going to go Dracula, because I think he would turn into a bat. Then he wouldn't need to see him. He would just use sound, because bats are blind.
Exactly.
He'd use his echolocation or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he'd find him.
And he'd attack him.
And then he'd appear right behind his naked ass and bite him and drain him of all of his blood.
There you go.
Dracula wins. Fatality.
Dracula wins.
Fatality. I think that is the fatality too of Dracula.
Yes.
Bites you on your naked ass and drains you of all your blood.
Yeah.
He bites him on his neck and he's like, that's not my neck. I was doing a handstand. He's like, Jesus.
The bat radar is
Does that
very
mean Dracula's
key.
gay? If he accidentally bites him on the other neck.
It's not an accident.
Dracula is also invisible in mirrors. Huh?
Oh.
So what if he goes like
a house
Enter
of
the
Mirrors?
Dragon style?
Yeah.
And then Claude Rains is like, where the fuck is he? I can't see him.
Yeah, cast no reflection.
There you go.
And then he's like, yeah.
That's a good point. Dracula's got a few advantages here.
Yep. Dracula wins.
Intelligence, morphing ability, and ability to suck blood from any part of the body. Dracula is the winner.
Fatality.